Hi, how are you? So, I'm actually hosting my dad in the next 20 or so minutes. And as I was going through my DMs, something came up. And one of the questions I keep getting through and through is, Linda, how do I choose the right mentor for me? How do I know who is the right mentor? So last week I hosted the masterclass, the Pampered Wife Masterclass, and it was amazing. And if you've not yet checked it out, please feel free to check it out. And we went a little bit into mentorship because doors are open to my private mentorship. Honestly, so many ladies have already booked their slots. So I decided, let me speak about this. I remember a while back, and I was just hanging out alone. It was on a Friday, and my son had gone to bed. And I remember I was just scrolling all over YouTube, and a word came to my mind. And the word was seduction. So I just decided, let me Google and see what's going on over here. Long story short, I got so immersed. I remember Googling everything, waking up even the following day, going to buy books on seduction. And 1 week later, I actually invested in my first mentor. So I've worked with her for quite a number of years. And even right now, I've already invested in a 15-month mentorship program. So it started off with me going onto YouTube, Googling, because deep down at that point, I was like, okay, I need some excitement in this marriage. I don't know what's going on. So the word that came up to my mind was seduction. And when I went onto YouTube, I found so many people. There's so much content in there, but I eventually ended up choosing my first mentor. So I am going to share some tips that helped me decide who was my first mentor. And if anyone is looking for a coach, this is definitely something that will add value, because this is now my 5th year. Every year I invest in quite a number of mentors and coaches. So over the years, there's quite a bit I have learned, and I'm sharing along what I know, what's worked for me. And the first thing, when you are looking for your mentor, the first thing is to check that you do have the funds for it. That's the first thing. Can you afford a mentor? Okay, because one of the things, and this is something that I have learned along the way, there are different levels in the game. Okay, there are different levels. Now, you may find some people may really see a coach or a mentor and they're like, I really want to work with her. I really want to speak with her. But then I do not have the money. So the first thing, mentorship is not supposed to make you broke. It's supposed to enrich your life. Yes, it is an investment in yourself. However, please make sure you do have the money for mentorship. Okay, at that point, I've always had a bucket in my budget, I always put aside money for personal development. So for me, that is something that, it's like working out, it's like drinking water. That is something that's become part and parcel of my practice. So that's the first thing. The second thing, what are you looking for? What is your goal? And over the years, even for the last few weeks, so many babes DM me and they're like, Linda, I want this, I want that, I want us to work together. I know you're the coach for me. I know you're my mentor. I know I feel you can help me. And this is something that even when I'm having conversations with my mentors, they always ask me, Linda, what do you want? What are you looking for? So that's the second thing. Be very clear what it is you're looking for, because a mentor is not going to help you figure out what you want. The role of a mentor, and this is something I've learned over the years, because the first time when I started my femininity journey, I was really interested in femininity. I was really interested in spirituality. And at that point, I was really clear about what my goal was. So please, by the time you're going to any mentor, be sure what it is that you're looking for. Because one thing, not everybody can be coached. There are some babes who are highly coachable, and there are some babes who really are not coachable. And remember, it's an exchange. It's not just you because you have the money, therefore, no. It is a co-creative process. So it's really important to know what it is that you want. And most of the babes I work with in my private tutoring, they're usually very, very clear what they want. So that's the second thing, be clear. And even if it's within your marriage, what is it that you're looking for? Do you need help in deciding whether you should stay or leave? That's one of the things most of my private clients come to me with. They're like, Linda, I'm confused. Help me, guide me. And they say, what I'd want to be very clear. I'm separated right now. I'd want to be clear whether I should stay or leave. I've been married for 7 years. I'm doing really well in my career. But my marriage, I'm not happy. I want to be happy. And these are the 2-3 areas that I feel I need help with. So that's the second thing. Be very clear what it is that you want. The third thing, this mentor you're looking for, are they living the life that you want? And this one is because we are women and we are very intuitive and we can sense. There's a lot of information out there on femininity. And I remember, even for myself, there was so much information. A lot of it was, yes, general femininity, how to attract men, but a lot of that knowledge was for dating. A lot of that knowledge was for dating. And very, very few, actually there was close to none. I was not seeing anyone talking about femininity and putting it in the context of dating. So you have the budget, tick. You know what you want. My clients are very driven, they're very successful, they already know what they want. And even within that, we will refine what it is that you're looking to achieve. The third thing, you've already gotten a sense that, okay, this babe, she can help me go there. And how do you know? Probably her story. Probably how she shows up. And why I'm speaking like this is because I've had quite a number of women come to me and they've gone to other mentors with the promise of they'll help them get a certain result. But this babe is struggling in her relationship. She's busy posting content on how to be provided for or how to enjoy an amazing relationship. But on the back end, she is struggling. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened right there. Drop an emoji if you can hear me, if you can see me. Okay, can you hear me? Great. It paused for a little bit. So yes. So do your research, long story short. Do your research. Okay. And the other tip that I'd give when it comes to choosing the right mentor for you and the right coach, and this is something that I've learned along the way, it's to learn to use your intuition so that you can know who is the right person for you. I remember for my first mentor, the first lady I saw who wore spectacles and had my skin color and was talking about femininity, Miss Sophia, she became my mentor for years. She mentored me for years. Why? I felt like I could connect with her. I felt like, yes, she could get me. She could understand me. And it became a very natural part of the process. So over the years, I've learned how to know who is the right mentor for me, who's not the right mentor for me, and what support do I need right now versus what support do I not need. Okay, so let me see if there are any questions coming up. Let me just give a brief overview in terms of what I've just spoken. So you have the budget for it, obviously. The second thing, you know what are your goals, what it is you're looking for. The third thing, your energy, you can just sense that this babe, you and whoever you're selecting, you can vibe. Because it is an energy exchange. And I'm very careful about the babes who work with me privately, because I know we will be together for a period of time. So it is an exchange. It is an exchange. And this is where it becomes, yes, you have to really understand what it is you're looking for. And this person you're going to, have they lived the life that you want to live? One of my other mentors, one of the things I look for, because right now I'm looking into money, I'm going so much into money. This is what I've been studying the whole of this year. I want to study money. So does this babe, is she wealthy? Okay, is she wealthy? Is she wealthy? Or is she just talking? So some people can speak whatever they want to speak, because you can never really know what happens behind closed doors. But this is the gift we have as women. That's our superpower. We can be able to pick. We can be able to tell. Okay. And then the other thing, even as I was having, because so many babes have been reaching out, they want to work with me privately after the masterclass. Oh, and by the way, the link goes down tonight. So by tomorrow morning, the replay link won't be available. I think you're like over 200 of you have already watched it. Yeah. So if you're interested, please check out. It's the Pampered Wife Masterclass. The link is in my profile. And so many of you are coming to me. They're like, Linda, I want to work with you. And I'm like, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. However, like I've mentioned, at the end of the day, mentorship is not therapy. Mentorship is not therapy. Mentorship is not therapy. Okay. And there are some women who are highly like you can coach them. And that's why I work with very successful women who are already like, they know what they want. They have a lot of masculine fixer energy. They can move. Those babes, when we come, we are creating magic. We are co-creating magic. So it's very, very different from therapy. There are some babes who come to me and I'm like, I think therapy is the right thing for you. Go for that. Because mentorship, we are looking forward. Coaching is about where are you going to be in the next 6 months? Where are you going to be in the next 5 months? And how are you going to get there? So the two qualities of someone who's highly coachable, because remember, at the end of the day, it's an exchange. Because I too have to see, okay, babe, can we work together? The same way, even you have to see whether I am the right mentor for you. The other day, there's a babe who came and she's like, Linda, I'm a single mom and I want to start dating. And as much as I'd love her, I would not be the right mentor for her. Why? Because my story is different. My story is I went from almost divorced to spoiled. So I can teach you how to turn around your relationship slowly. But if you want to go back to the dating phase, I would not, it's something I can help you with, but that's not what my focus is right now. Okay. So let me see if there are any questions. Let me see if there are any comments. Because I know so many of you have been DMing me and they're asking, Linda, how do I choose a mentor? How do I choose a mentor? And the other thing I've noticed, most of the babes who I work with privately, they already have career coaches. So mentorship is not something that's brand new for them. They're not brand new also into personal development. Okay, so usually what happens is you get an awakening. It's like one day you just wake up and you're like, what the heck am I doing in this life? What the heck am I doing in my marriage? I've been sleepwalking for like 6 years and my goodness, am I going to live life like this? And that's what sparked my own self-development journey. Nobody forced me. Nobody forced me. It's a very, very natural thing that you feel inside. Okay, so I know some of you are already feeling called to taking the next step. Some of you are already feeling, oh my goodness, I'm not going to keep spending my weekends all alone on the couch. I'm not going to keep having the same conversations over and over again. I'm not going to keep staying unhappily married just so that people can see I'm married. And this is a very, very internal decision. Like, this is not even something your mom can tell you. This is not even something your BFF can tell you. It's a very, very personal thing. And how do I know? Because nobody told me, Linda, go and hire this mentor. Nobody told me, go and hire Miss Sophia. Nobody told me, go and hire Denise. Nobody told me to do that. It was a very internal thing. Why? Because a great mentee, also, she's very driven. She has her own self-drive. She's not waiting for somebody to come and pick her up. Not waiting for someone to come and save her. So qualities of a good mentee, she has her own internal drive. Yes, even if right now maybe she's crying herself to sleep at night, but she's like, you know what, I really truly want to be happy. And I want to look for a way to come out of this mess, whether it's for this relationship or the next. So she has that internal drive. Drop a yes if you can connect. Because most of the women who come to me, they're already feeling like, no, we can't keep, I can't keep staying married in this way. Drop a yes, and I'm already seeing yes. So let me see if there are any questions. Let me see if there's any clarification you may need. Let me see if there's any clarification that you may need. And so, yes, so I was speaking to the qualities of a good mentee, self-drive. Okay, so two types of babes. They will come to me. One will be like, Linda, I need help. I want my husband to pay attention to me. And I ask you, what have you done? Oh, I've not done anything. I've never tried to do anything about this. How urgent is it? It's not very urgent. I can already tell this is not someone who has that drive. This is not someone who I can invest also time with. Even if I help her, she will not be able to take the steps. And I can also tell the women who secretly just want to stay stuck in bare minimum marriages. I can tell. The same way you can also tell probably, Linda's style, no, maybe she's too upfront. Maybe she doesn't sugarcoat things, and I want someone to sugarcoat things with. I will not be the mentor for you. Okay. So as we are having this conversation, I really want you to reflect. It's a Sunday. This is church. Somebody needed this church today. I'd love for you to really reflect. Where are you going to be next year? Nyakundi, I don't know what on earth you're speaking about. Let's stick with the topic. Okay. I'm talking about how to choose mentors. All right. And this is also one other quality of people who are not coachable. People who are not, you see a live written how to choose a mentor, you come to ask me about how to cheat in a relationship. Yeah. Okay. I'm really sorry whatever is going on, but unfortunately that's not what the conversation is all about. Okay. So let's see if there's any other question. Hey Sharon. Hi. Wow, all the way from Australia. Thanks, babe. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Let's see if there's any other question around mentorship. And you know what? One of the things that I've also learned along my journey is you cannot expect a man to invest in you more than you invest in yourself. You cannot expect a man to invest in you more than you invest in yourself. Okay. And investing in yourself can mean many things, because one of the other things that I'm really seeing, and I think I'll do a whole post on this, is so many women are sitting there saying, I'm working on me. Are you really working on you? Are you delusional? Are you really working on you, or are you cheating yourself that you are working on you, meanwhile you are avoiding handling your relationship issue? Many women are hiding under, oh, I'm working on me, oh, I'm focusing on me. And I'm like, okay, so what exactly are you working on? Are you seeing the result? Are you seeing the result? So at the end of the day, and these are the conversations I have with some of my private clients, and we are like, and they realize very quickly, because they are very, very sharp and they're very smart. They realize very quickly, they're like, Linda, yes, I want to stay happily married, but I cannot expect my hubby to invest in me emotionally, mentally, physically, if I do not even invest in my own growth. Yes, you can be scaling the corporate ladder, all the promotions, everything, but they quickly learn that's in your career, that's in your job. Romance is a very different ballgame altogether. And where it becomes really, really confusing, and they quickly learn when we start working together, is that you think whatever makes you successful at work is what is going to make you win in the relationship. And sometimes I say, that's why I talk about what I talk about. Yeah? Because I too learned the hard way. And actually, you're lucky that I'm here spilling all the tea so that whoever wants to listen can listen and quickly change whatever it is that you're going to. Whatever tactics, whatever tricks or skills you think you have and it's not working, I'm like, turn around. There's another way, this other way. That is if it's not working for you. Okay, so let me summarize. Let me say what are the tips that I've shared. When it comes to mentorship, it's about you being clear about what your goals are, what you're working towards. A mentor is really just a guide. He or she is a guide for you. And yes, probably you've already invested in your career coach, money coach, and all this and all that. However, for me, one thing I realized, one of the greatest investments I made in myself was in me, my relationship, in my womanhood journey. Because I realized the more at peace I was and I am in my marriage, the more at peace I'm able to make money. The more at peace and ease I am in my love life, the more I'm able to just be me. I'm able to have peace of mind. I'm able to, yes, it's not like all roses, but I realized I had to figure out a way to be able to be at peace and enjoy a great marriage. Because either way, it was going to affect how I show up even online, how I speak with my clients. It has a very big ripple effect. And one of the qualities of a feminine woman is we are relational. Relationships, family, love, that is us. And you may think that you want to run away from this relationship thing working on you. And I say working on you. And when I ask, what exactly are you doing? What is your plan? I don't hear a plan. I don't hear any change. Then I'm like, probably you're lying to yourself internally that you are working on you. And one of the other things that made me even invest in a mentor was I was so tired of saving all IG posts. I was so overwhelmed going on YouTube and searching how to be feminine as a working woman. This was like 4 years ago. And there was so much information. I'm like, where do I start? Where do I start? Do I read this article? Do I read this book? Do I follow this? It was too much information. And I realized the more I kept researching, the more I was getting so confused. And I'm like, that's when I decided, no, this is too much. I'm getting lost in all this information. I need somebody to hold my hand and guide me. And I'm like, okay, Linda, these are the steps. And then you make this decision. Okay. So if there are no other questions, I think my dad is about to come. Yeah, thanks a lot for showing up. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me. And I think the one thing I'd love to leave you with is, at the end of the day, the way you you invest, the actions you take. Actually, this is the thing. Where you are right now has been a result of the woman you've been for the last so many years. Where your relationship is right now has been as a result of all the actions, no actions, skills, no skills. That's what has landed you right now. So I would want for you to think about, what if nothing changes? What if you do nothing about your marriage? And it's December in 2024. Where will you be? Where will you be? The only reason I was able to go from almost divorced to what I am right now is because I had to make a decision to invest in myself, to figure out, what do I know, what do I not know? Because clearly something was not working. And I was like, Linda, even if I get another man, what will I do different? Okay. So have a beautiful Sunday. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me, and enjoy the rest of the day. And remember, feel free to catch the Pampered Wife Masterclass training. The link is in the profile. And I shared all the tips that will, actually it's my framework, my feminine energy framework on how to turn around your relationship so that you can get spoiled and pampered, even if you're in a bare minimum marriage, separated, or thinking about a divorce. Okay, so check out, the link is on the profile. It expires midnight tonight. So enjoy. Any other questions, feel free to DM me. Bye.